In the infinite expanse of the cosmos, there are those marked by a light that does not belong to this world. You feel it in the marrow of your bones, the weight of a destiny that others cannot fathom, the vibration of a calling that resonates in the hollows of your soul. You are the chosen one, and today we speak of your most lethal, most sacred weapon. We speak of the void that speaks volumes. Welcome to Beyond Ordinary, the sanctuary for those who walk between worlds. If you feel the pull of this truth, anchor your energy here. Like this transmission, share your silence in the comments and subscribe to join the collective of the awakened. The world is built on noise. It is a frantic, desperate scramble of egos trying to assert dominance through the clatter of tongues. People believe that to be powerful is to be loud, to be heard, to be the one who gets the last word. But you, through the trials of your initiation, have discovered a terrifying truth. The loudest thing in the universe is the silence of a soul that no longer cares to explain itself. Your silence is not a sign of weakness. It is not a sign of defeat. It is a strategic withdrawal of your divine essence from a space that no longer deserves it. And for those who seek to harm you, for those who thrive on the drama of your reaction, this silence is an absolute, soul-crushing destruction. The starvation of the ego. Every antagonist in your life feeds on a specific currency: your attention. When someone attacks a chosen one, they are not just looking for a win, they are looking for a connection. Even a negative connection is a tether. They want to see you bleed, they want to see you cry, they want to see you defend your honor with a shaking voice. Why? Because it proves they matter. It proves that they have the power to move the needle of your internal compass. But when you meet their chaos with absolute, unyielding silence, you are performing a spiritual starvation. You are withholding the very oxygen their ego needs to survive. Without your reaction, their malice has no place to land. It is like a bird trying to land on a branch that isn't there. They simply fall into the abyss of their own making. Your silence tells them, without saying a word, "You are so insignificant to my destiny that I will not even spend a single breath acknowledging your existence." That is a wound that never heals. The mirror of the unspoken. Human beings are terrified of the dark because it forces them to look inward. Your silence is that darkness for them. When you refuse to engage, when you stop answering the accusations and the gossip, you create a vacuum, and nature abhors a vacuum. To fill that space, the minds of your enemies will begin to create their own monsters. In the absence of your words, they are forced to listen to the echoes of their own conscience. They begin to project their deepest insecurities onto your quiet facade. They wonder if your silence means you are plotting. They wonder if it means you know a secret about them that they've kept hidden. They wonder if you have moved so far beyond them that they are now invisible. You aren't doing anything to them, yet they are being dismantled by the ghosts of their own guilt. Your stillness is a mirror that reflects their ugliness back at them with 4K clarity. They aren't fighting you anymore, they are fighting the version of themselves they see in the reflection of your peace. The finality of the closed door. For the chosen one, silence is the ultimate no. It is the click of a lock that will never be turned again. Throughout your life, you likely gave too much. You explained, you pleaded, you tried to show them the light. You gave them 1,000 chances to meet you at the level of the soul. But there comes a point in the journey of every chosen one where the divine says, "Enough." When you reach that point, the silence is heavy. It is the silence of a tomb. For those who used to benefit from your light,
This sudden darkness is a trauma. They try to knock, they try to shout, they try to provoke you just to see if the lights are still on. But you have moved out. You have ascended to a higher floor, and you didn't leave a forwarding address. This is the destruction of their access. They are left holding the keys to a room that no longer exists. They realize with a sinking feeling in the pit of their stomach that they have lost the privilege of your energy forever. And in the spiritual realm, there is no greater poverty than losing the favor of a chosen one. The alchemy of self-preservation. Every word you speak is an expenditure of life force. To argue with a fool is to commit spiritual suicide by 1,000 cuts. You have realized that your energy is too precious to be cast before swine. By choosing silence, you are engaging in the highest form of self-love. You are gathering your scattered fragments and bringing them back to the center of your being.
While they are wasting their days obsessing over your quietude, trying to figure out your next move, or seeking allies in their war against you, you are growing. Your silence is the soil in which your next great manifestation is rooting. You are using that saved breath to commune with the divine, to build your empire, and to heal the wounds that made you susceptible to their noise in the first place. The destruction they feel is simply the gap widening between your evolution and their stagnation. You are a rocket ship that has cut its boosters, not because you've stopped, but because you've reached escape velocity. You are silent because there is no air where you are going. The radiance of the void. Do not mistake this for coldness. This is a holy fire. It is a fire that consumes the dross and leaves only the gold. Your silence is destroying the old version of you that needed validation. It is destroying the bridges that led to toxic territories. It is destroying the illusions of those who thought they could own a piece of your spirit. They will call you arrogant. They will call you heartless. They will say you've changed. Let them. Their labels are just more noise in the wind. You are becoming a mountain. Does the mountain answer the wind? Does the mountain move because a few pebbles roll down its side? No. The mountain just is. And the wind eventually tires itself out, leaving the mountain standing tall against the sky. Your silence is the signature of your mastery. It is the proof that you have finally understood that you owe no one an explanation for your existence. You are here by divine decree, and your only obligation is to the light within you. As you walk forward from this moment, carry your silence like a scepter. Let it be the boundary that protects your peace and the blade that severs the cords of the past. You are the chosen one, and your quiet is the thunder that heralds a new world. Thank you for being part of this transmission. You are not alone in the quiet. You are part of a symphony of still waters that run deep. This has been Beyond Ordinary. If this word strengthened your spirit, please share this with another chosen soul who needs to reclaim their power, and subscribe to keep your frequency aligned. Leave a comment below with the word stillness if you are reclaiming your silence today. Until we speak again, or remain silent together, stay grounded, stay powerful, and stay chosen. Peace and divine protection be upon your path. The silence you hold is a library of unwritten laws. It is the parchment upon which the universe writes its most delicate secrets. Think of the Great Pyramids. They do not shout their history to the tourists who climb them. They sit in the desert, immense and mute, and it is that very muteness that commands awe. It is the mystery of the unspoken that draws people in, and it is the same mystery that repels those who are not ready for the truth. Your enemies are like children playing with fire, and you are the rain.
You do not need to fight the fire, you simply exist, and the fire ceases to be. Your silence is the rain that douses the flames of their ego. It is the cold clarity that makes them realize how small their sparks truly were. They hate the rain because it forces them to seek shelter, and they have no shelter but the lies they've told themselves. When you remain silent, you are also honoring the ancestors who walked this path before you. They knew that power is a quiet thing. The predators of the jungle do not roar when they are hunting. They move with a silence so profound it feels like the air itself has stopped breathing. You are hunting your destiny, and the noise of the world is just a distraction. Do not be tempted to break the seal. Do not give in to the urge to set the record straight. The record is being kept by the divine, and it needs no correction from human tongues. Every time you speak to defend yourself, you are admitting that their opinion has weight. You are giving them a seat at the table of your life. Keep the chair empty. Keep the room quiet. The silence is the only language they will eventually understand, for it is the language of the end. It is the period at the end of a sentence that should have never been written. Rest now in that quiet. Feel the power surging through your stillness. You are the eye of the hurricane, the only place where peace remains while the world around you spins into chaos. Your silence is not just destroying them, it is creating you. And that creation is the most beautiful thing the stars have ever seen. Stay in your power. Stay in your peace. The victory is already yours, written in the stars and sealed in the silence of your heart.